In today's video, I will discuss some basic pointers on AEC objects, but walls in particular. AEC walls do have really powerful intelligence that can make your life so much easier, but a lot of users miss this. Let's kick off by inserting a wall, and I will demonstrate the manipulation pointers. So I will click from the application menu, click on build, and I'm going to select wall. From wall, I'm going to select the style of new wall, 2550, and the width is 220. I'm going to click on OK. In the command line carry prompts to indicate the start of the wall. I will click the point there, and I'm going to type 5000 for 5 meters and use the right arrow, and there we go. Press escape, and when I press the shift key and the left button of the mouse and push it, you'll see I can start with an orbit. When I select the wall, I get a few arrows. So let's start off by looking from plan. So hitting T on the keyboard, looking on plan. When I select the wall, we have a few arrows there, and we've got some blue squares. So the light blue arrows is to stretch the wall in that direction. For instance, if I click on the arrow on that side, I can, with the movement of the mouse, I can stretch this visually. But I can also say type in 1000, use the right arrow, and I will shift it up with 1 meter. The same with the left side. If I click on the blue square, however, I do not only change the distance, but I can also change the angle. And that's very important. When you start manipulating these walls, you don't want to maybe change the angle, then you click on the arrow side and it will only change the length of that wall. When I select the blue arrow, let's say at the top, I can actually stretch the thickness of the wall. So when I've stretched it, I click on it and reselect it, you can see that is the width of it. So we can make it, you can either change it in the object properties. If I want to do it visually, I can visually drag these arrows. Obviously I want an accurate wall, so I'll select that and make it maybe 230, or I can change it and make it 220. Very easy. The yellow arrow, all it means is the direction of the wall. For instance, if I switch it to the opposite side, if I had the wall with multiple components, they will switch. You'll see now, if you look at the top line where we've got blue squares, that is your baseline. At this point in time, it's sitting at the top. So if I click on the yellow arrow and I click it to the opposite side, you'll see it will switch the thickness of the wall, and I will also get the baseline at the bottom. That is from the plan view. Now let's have a look when we start moving in the elevation. I will orbit by pressing the shift key on the keyboard and pushing the left button of the mouse, and there is my wall. If you have a texture assigned to the wall, at this point in time you will see the texture being displayed if you've got your render mode set up to display the materials. When we select the wall, the bottom arrows are the same arrows that we saw from a plan view. Now we've got 3 additional arrows sitting on the top region, in the middle, and either side. So when I select the middle arrow, I can then visually drag the wall and change the height. Obviously, if I select it as we did with the width of it, I can change it and make it 3.145, and I press enter, and there's the height of the wall. But I can also change the corners. So if I select the one side and I start dragging this up, you will notice it will actually change the angle of the top section of the wall. In a similar fashion, I can click on the other arrow on the other side, and I can get exactly the same result. But what if I've modified my wall in such a way that I need to reset it back into a horizontal plane? Very simple. From the context toolbar, I will select the option to delete a cut line. From the dialog box, I will select top, click OK. In the command line, carry prompts to indicate the object, and I will click on the wall. Now let's have a look at another example. I'm going to draw a structure to put a roof on, and then to show you how to trim the walls to the roof. So in a very quick way, I'm going to select rectangle, indicate the first point, and I'm going to type in, say, 8 by 6 meters, press the enter key. I'm going to right click, select the board, click on the wall, and I'm going to delete that. Selecting the rectangle, which is a polyline, I will right click from a context sensitive menu, select convert to walls, and I'm going to select the same parameters we've used now. Click on OK, and there are our walls. I want to insert a roof, so I will select on the roof. I'm going to select a hipped roof 26 degrees, 500 overhang, and the height is 2550. I'm going to indicate by polyline or circle. Click OK. In the command line carry prompts to indicate the line. I will indicate, and there we go. By the way, if you get these lines on an object like walls, slabs, in this case the roof, all you have to do is select the roof, and from the context toolbar just toggle the surface hatch and it's switched off. The reason I'm doing it this way around is I want to show you when I select the roof and indicate to edit or modify the roof, I'm going to change that side and I'm going to modify that to a gable. Click OK, and when I now start to orbit, you'll notice we've got a problem that the wall does not trim to the roof. So the way to do it, very simple. I will select the wall and there's an option from the context toolbar to quick trim wall to a roof. So when I select that, in the command line carry prompts to indicate the roof. When I select the roof and just press escape, it is done. If you enjoyed watching this video, click the like and subscribe buttons, and do not forget to send me your comments and requests. My details as well as download links for the files used in creating this video can be found in the description below. Happy drawing!